Hi guys, I'm Shoba and welcome to my first YouTube video. I'd like to say before I start yapping and talking about Gyaru history, one, a thanks to all my friends for egging me on to start posting on YouTube, and also a warning. That's the second thing. Some things may be wrong. I have done my research and I have looked into things. I have looked onto multiple websites, and they all say slightly different things, so if I say anything very obviously incorrect or anything offensive, because obviously I'm English, so if anything's offensive, do correct me in the comments. Let's get into it. Gyaru, which is a popular style in Japan and currently is making a comeback in Japan today. It means gal in English, and it started around the 1970s, but it didn't start peaking in popularity until the 1990s to the 2000s. It is known to be a lifestyle. The Gyaru culture is characterized by a rebellious spirit that challenges traditional Japanese norms of appearance and behavior. Magazines were the start of it. For example, Gal's Life was one of the first magazines to show the different styles from the west coast of the US. Those magazines had punk rock, new wave, and indie music shown, which influenced Gyaru style a lot. The main thing those magazines were known for were an extreme expression of sexuality, which was somewhat controversial at the time, as well as the actual styles that were popularized around the west coast of the US. Some magazines are still popular today, for example Egg, Ageha, and Runzuku, which I personally haven't heard of the last two, but Egg is pretty well known because of how widespread the actual magazine is across the world. The style that pretty much started it all is called Kogal, a short name for kokosei.
高校生
It is considered to be the first style that created the Gyaru style, and the actual name translates to high school gal, which was to distinguish adults from minors in discos and clubs to the bouncers. The whole style started with the students that were in private high schools who wanted to be different and to stand out against social norms. The Kogal style is known for the iconic loose socks that resemble leg warmers, shortened skirts, slightly tan skin, bleached hair, and makeup. After around 1995, a few more styles such as Lolita started to grow alongside Gyaru, which started the substyle Hime-Gyaru. Alongside Hime-Gyaru and Lolita, hostesses started taking on one of the most iconic styles you see today, which is called Ageo
上げ女
Gyaru. And another one of the most iconic substyles is Yamanba, which may seem controversial to people who don't know the context of this style. The whole style is based off the folklore named Yamamba, also known as Yamanba, which is the tale of an old witch living in a mountain. This style is characterized by a dark tan and big eye makeup above the eye, which can be mischaracterized for the substyle Manba, which is big eye makeup all around the eye, which does include the dark tan. That type of makeup in the Manba substyle is called panda makeup, and you could probably guess why. After many years, to this day, Gyaru still experiences lots and lots of different changes and different substyles. There are over 25 to 30 known and labelled substyles seen on the internet. Some are controversial, but those are pretty much not seen today. For example, obviously starting off with Kogal, Mode, Roku, BK, Goshiku, Ganguro, Manba, Yamanba, Romanba, Banba, Oni, Hime, Amikaji, Kigurumin, Siom, Ishoko Hada, Heidi, Bohemian, Neo, Gyaru, Kuro, Shiro, and Ane. Each of these different substyles and styles that fall under the umbrella of Gyaru are all inspired by the different styles around the world. For example, goth with goshiku, roku with rock, and so on. Lots of styles, however, are based off self-expression more than other styles from the US or the UK. Like Ishuko Hada is just them painting themselves in bright, beautiful colours with the Gyaru style makeup on the top. And Kikirumin is the Gyaru style makeup in a big onesie of whatever character or animal you want. With my first doll design from the main set of 5, I wanted to go with Gyaru, and not the style you see more or less today with Siom. I wanted to go with more of its roots and the history of Gyaru, which is what my entire doll brand is about. The fashion history of styles, substyles, and culture dresses, because they are all so beautiful, and I want to make it more accessible for younger children to adults to learn and understand where they came from and how it affects today's clothing. I picked the Gyaru style as the main character for my doll brand because I just love how they are specifically characterized by a rebellious spirit, and they challenge traditional Japanese norms. It's just like how goth and punk clothing used to be, and now it's kind of become the norm, but it still challenges the norms. And Gyaru still does that because loads and loads of people still today go on about how they hate the style, how they think it's ugly and disgusting with all the makeup, the really dark tans, and how it's controversial, or something's this, something's that, something's they've done something, but they always don't care. And I love the fact that anyone who is Gyaru just does not care about other people's opinions, and they just want to challenge the norms. And I think we should also do that with day-to-day styles too. I was pretty much inspired by this one gal that I found in a group of them together. They all looked so cute, but I absolutely loved her hair with the two tones, like the light bleach and like the nice pinky colour, but not too light pink. And I just wanted to incorporate that into the design. With the makeup, I didn't want to go big and bold like you see day-to-day Gyarus and gals wearing, because back then, obviously, the style just started and it was more experimenting back then as well. I just wanted to keep it subtle, and I wanted to make sure people knew, and when you look at her, you can tell that she is not just a Japanese high schooler, that she is a gal, and she is a Gyaru. This is her finished design on a design sheet, with her face her back, her silhouette, and her body, which she does have a little birthmark, because I love giving characters little designs that make them a little bit different, so they're not just all the same paste and copy. I currently have multiple designs already. I do plan on making a video on them also. I would like to start off with the main 5, which is Bollywood, Disco, Gyaru, Georgian, and Egyptian, which is my favourite historical period, and I cannot wait to research that and tell you all about it. So thank you for watching my short little video about the Gyaru style and my doll brand as well. Do subscribe and leave a like, and just wait for my next video. Bye!